Assalamualaikum to Dr. Muhammad Fairuz. My name is Siti Hajara binti Abdul Aziz Krish. My metric number CE190033 and I'm from group A4.5. So today we will explain about the earth leakage relay test for activity 2. First of all, this is the content in this video. Number 1, function of ELR, what is current and time setting in ELR and what is the real-time leakage indicator. Number 2, the connection of ELR to ZCT, busbar and MCCB. Number 3, function of ZCT, busbar and MCCB in the circuit. Number 4, function of each pin in ELR and pin number 1 until number 12. Number 5, function of secondary injection test set. Number 6, connection of secondary injection test set to ALR. Number 7, the method to perform the ALR test using the secondary injection test for checking the minimum current setting. And the last method to perform the ALR test using the secondary injection test for checking the operating time. So first, the function of ELR, what is current and time setting in ELR and what is the real-time leakage indicator. Earth leakage relay ELR are used to detect potentially hazardous ground fault currents before they produce a hazard and to protect electrical system and people from direct and indirect connection. The current setting in ELR is plus minus 5% of setting, and for the time setting in ELR is plus minus 5% plus 100 millisecond. And the last, the leakage current is selectable from 10 milliampere to 30 ampere, and the trip delay and recovery time are programmable for both the relays. And this is the figure of earth leakage relay for MHEL03. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum to Dr. Muhammad Fairuz. My name is Sharfana Afrina binti Said Yusof and my metric number is DA190146. In this video, I will explain the connection of ELR to CT, busbar and MCCB. So basically, ELR is used to detect earth leakage and open circuit breaker when the leakage current exceeds the preset value. And ELR here is connected to the ZCT zero current transformer, where the ZCT it's clamping, or we can say like looping all the line and the neutral cable here. So for the ELR unit, the pin number 1 and pin number 2 is directly tapping or directly connect to the ZCT, while pin number 7 here is connected to the neutral line, and pin number 9 connected to the red line or red phase in order to energize the relay. Pin number 10 here is connected to the shunt trip cord and to the MCCB for the normally open contact, while pin number 12 here is connected to the red phase line in order to activate the switch or contact. Next, I will explain the function of ZCT, busbar and MCCB in the circuit. ZCT, zero current transformer, it detects the presence of zero sequence current during short circuit fault conditions, such as the occurrence of a single line to ground fault that cause unbalanced current in three-phase system. It also acts as electric shock prevention from earth leakage breaker, short circuit relays and ground fault circuit interrupters. As for busbar, a busbar is a collection of conductor that collects and transfer electric power from entering feeder to outgoing feeder. In other terms, it is a form of electrical junction where all incoming and outgoing electrical currents come together. Electrical busbar actually are made up of a number of lines that all operate at the same voltage and frequency. The last one is MCCB. MCCB is a circuit breaker that protects against overload and short circuit fault and is also used to switch circuit. MCCB trips if it detects a short circuit or an overload in the circuit for an extended length of time. It provides an effective protection in applications that require discrimination, adjustable overload setting, and a fault protection. Now I will explain the function of each pin or point in the ELR. So as you can see here, this is the ELR. So pin number 1 and pin number 2 is directly connect or directly tapping to the ZCT, to the zero current transformer. Pin number 7 act as a negative terminal for the for the auxiliary power supply to operate the relay and connect it to the neutral line. Pin number 9 here is the positive terminal that connect to the auxiliary power supply to operate the relay that connect to the red line. Pin number 10 here is COM for normally open contact that connect to the shunt trip cord and MCCB. And then lastly, the pin number 12 is terminal for normally open that is always in this condition and on when the current exits from the set value of ELR. Now I will explain the function of secondary injection test set. So the secondary injection test set is used to test the trip function of breaker, whether magnetic, thermal, or digital. The secondary injection test directs a ratio of the breakers for rated current into the trip unit and measure how long it takes for the breaker to trip. Another method for checking this secondary injection test is to check the timing and also the functionality of the trip unit. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Dr. Firos. My name is Wong Jin Kang. Can call me CK. My metric number is AE180110. And now I will do the presentation for the connection of secondary injection test set to the ELR. This is the ELR and this is the secondary current injection test set, which is Mega SCITS 100. First, the pin 9 and pin 7 of the ELR is connected to the auxiliary supply, which is 240 volt AC. And the pin 10, which is the common for normally open, is connected to the timer, and the pin 12, which is the terminal for the normally open, connect to the stop, and the pin 1 and 2, which is connected to the ZCT. The method to perform the ELR test using the secondary injection test for checking the minimum current setting. First, test on the ELR protection relay by using the secondary current injection test set. In order to induce a secondary current on the ZCT, a single-phase primary current can be injected into one of the primary conductor before beginning the test. Make sure that the CT's primary circuit is de-energized. Connect the ELR to a 240 volt external power supply, and then the secondary current injection test should be set to 0 to 10 ampere and 0 to 240 volt AC. Examine and document all of the detail of the relay being examined, including their operation parameter. Then gradually increase the test output current until the ELR element is detected, which is tripping. Record down the pickup current reading, which is IO. Turn off the secondary current injection test. This is the method to perform the ELR test using the secondary injection test for checking the minimum current setting. And now I will present the method to perform the ELR test using the secondary injection test for checking the operating time. First, connect the secondary current injection test timer terminal to a relay trip contract. Later, we turn on the secondary current injection test set and set the output current to 2 times IO and 3 type of IO, which is the tripping current setting. And then we turn off the test set with control knob remaining in the set position. After that, we switch the secondary current injection test set to the test position to inject the set current and start the timer at the same time. And after the relay trip contact is activated, record down the relay operating time. Disconnect all wire between the test set and the relay ascertain that all relay connection have been restored to the normal working condition. Finally, we turn off the testset. That's all my presentation from me and my team. Thank you, Doctor.